So you can see this over here, resistances in series. Resistances in series. Now, first of all, this is a DC voltage source. You can see over here, one is one vertical, one large vertical line, small vertical line, large, small vertical line. This generally represents the DC, the voltage source. Here you can see this is the positive and negative. Positive potential, higher potential, lower potential, higher potential, lower potential, higher potential, lower potential. That actually becomes the voltage source, DC voltage source. If you use equal length, then this becomes a capacitor. This becomes a capacitor. So obviously you cannot use this. You have to use a smaller source. Okay, smaller line. That's what I have done. So there is a certain voltage source. Now voltage again it's DC. It can be anything 24, 50, 40, 100, whatever it can be. And understand this will become a closed circuit. A circuit, an electric circuit is nothing but interconnection of active and passive elements. These are actually passive elements in a closed manner to allow the flow of current. You can see resistors, these are passive elements. I answered. Resistors, inductors, capacitors are passive elements. Voltage, current causes their own active elements. So resistors, you can see they are connected together, and the total connection, they are connected in series. The ends, what you get, two ends. One is given to a higher potential, one is given to the lower potential. Again, it's a closed circuit. Understand, if anywhere there is open, then current will not flow. It should be closed. Everything should be closed. Again, understand, that's a simple logic. For current to flow in a circuit, that circuit must be closed circuit. Even if one particular place it is open circuit, understand, open circuit means opposite of closed, means there is a little bit opening anywhere exactly. That time it will be closed circuit. That time it will be open circuit when it is open. Now understand, if I can obviously not show you this, but in your houses also you can see. Now the fans are not on. Fans over here or tube light, nothing is on. But if I go to the switchboard and I on certain buttons, that time the fans will start to rotate, the tube light will glow, other exactly electrical equipments will be powered. But now it's not happening because you can see the switch over here in your switchboard also. If you go to your house and you can see the switchboard, at a certain position it will be making open circuit. When you press that, generally it will be in this similar manner, right? This similar manner, it will be open circuit. When you press this, that time now it will be closed circuit. Open, close, depending on what position it is. So if it is off means your house will be supplied electrical power, but current will not be flowing through that particular equipment because the switch is open. When you press the switch, it will close the circuit. That time current will flow. Hence current will flow through the circuit of the fan or the circuit of the tube light, and it will rotate or glow simultaneously, respectively, of which exactly we are talking about. Same thing over here. Now resistors in series, we have three resistors. The resistors can be equal in size, can be different in size, anything it can be done. We are considering three resistors of different values. Again, resistance is measured in ohms, different ohms. Let's say this is 10 ohm, 20 ohm, 50 ohm, anything. So they are connected in series and given to a voltage source. This is DC voltage source. Now current will flow through this particular circuit. What we are trying to see now is the total value of the resistance and the voltage across each resistor. Now you should understand one thing about resistors in series. Total, when we see the resistors in series, when you see the resistors in series, you should see that when resistors are connected in series and given to a voltage source, the voltage gets divided. Current doesn't get divided, voltage gets divided. See, current I will remain same throughout. Current I will remain same throughout. But voltage across each resistor, depending on its value of resistance, the voltage will vary. Voltage will vary. Now, what we have over here is that, what we see over here is that, you should understand that V, total voltage V, is the sum of each voltage. Again, we have to apply the superposition theorem. Superposition theorem means the individual input values will be equal to the total combined output values. What we have, or what we see is that here when we have to apply the superposition principle. superposition principle is the weighted sum of the inputs is equal to the weighted sum of the outputs. That's what we have. Okay, here V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to V. V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to V. The superposition principle states that the weighted sum of the inputs is equal to the weighted sum of the total weighted sum of the output. That is the superposition principle. Now, let's see effectively. Now, V1 you have to see. V1 is the voltage across R1. Apply Ohm's law. Hence, V1 is equal to I into R1. Again, current flowing to resistor R1 is I, so I into R1. And here let's say plus V2 is I into R2. And V3 is I into R. That's what we have. This is. Now that is something common. The common thing is I. So write I over and take this. R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now R1 plus R2 plus R3 can be taken as total resistance R. Take that as total resistance. R suffix T, total resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Hence, therefore V is equal to I into R. Hence, when resistors are connected in series, the total voltage will be the total current into the sum of the resistors. Sum of the resistors. Okay? So we can see that this is that. Hence, you can take that R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That's what we have. Now, when you have n number of resistances, now understand RT is nothing but R1 plus R2 plus you can have n number of resistors. N number of resistors. N means obviously a finite number. Obviously, n is a finite number. You have n number of resistors. So total, when all, let's say 100 resistors are connected in series, and they give you the voltage and tell you to find out the current, what you have to do is that add all the values of the 100 resistors and V substitute for V is equal to I into RT. RT is equal to R1 plus R2 till Rn, n number of resistors. All the resistors are added together, you get the total resistance of the circuit, and you can measure whatever you want. This is what we have. Hope you have understood this. Hope you can see that this is what we have. Now, when you apply the same particular formula, when you the question might be find out the voltage in resistor R3. They'll be giving you the total voltage, and they'll be telling you to find out and they'll be giving the value of the resistance R3, and they will give you the value of current I. So how to find out instead of going for the entire thing? The way we can do is that it can be written like this. Hope you understood this. Please note it down. Hope you understood this. I'll be going over here. Just go over here. This is total voltage V is equal to I into R. We just found out. Okay, let's take this as equation 1. Let's say I want to find out the value of voltage, or let's say let the question be the voltage across R3, that is V3. V3 is equal to I into R. Let's take that as equation 2. Let's divide 2 by 1. 2 divided by 1. That gives V3 by V is equal to IR3 divided by IR suffix. I and I both are same, so cancel it. So V3 by V is equal to R3 by RT, which can also be written as V3 is equal to R3 by RT into V. Now, this is how you find out for voltage across resistance R3. What about voltage across resistance R2? That is V2. Just substitute wherever there is 3, substitute 2. You will be getting V2 is equal to R2 by RT into V. Similarly for R1, V1 is equal to R1 into RT by V. Hence, the formula will be voltage for series resistance. Voltage across any particular resistor. Voltage across any particular resistor is the ratio of that resistor to the total resistance. The entire thing multiplied into the total voltage. Let me repeat. Voltage across a particular resistor is the ratio of the particular resistance to the total resistance into the total voltage. That is what we have. This is for series resistance. This is for series resistance. Hope you do not have any doubts about it. Okay? You can just see this once. Now we will go for resistances in parallel.